So there's a lot of sad news in this video. As you could tell, I'm back home. So obviously, I mean, we all know what's going on. But before we jump into all that, I want to show you guys something, a little something that's kind of cool.
My sister got me one of these for Christmas. It's one of these light things. Check this out, ready? Hua, hua, hua. Ooh, look at that. Woo, woo.
It's about the little things in life, but look, it's pretty colors in the background. Anyway, got some stuff to talk about, so. I'm back, and sometimes life doesn't go as planned, you know? It sucks. I had to cut my study abroad program short, but on the positive note, I did get to spend 1 month in an absolutely incredible place in the world, and I want to just kind of recap and show you guys some footage that I recorded. So without further ado, this is what I learned in 1 month in the southernmost city in the world. The first thing I learned is that Ushuaia is not as different as you might think. It's really quite remarkable how similar the world is. Now I know Argentina isn't the most different country from the United States, but to be in that place, I mean look, I'll just show you on the map. This is cool, look at this, ready?
I'm from Minnesota, which is right about here. We go all the way down Ushuaia.
And to be in that part of the world and to kind of feel like in many ways I mean not at home, but there's just a lot of things that are quite similar, and I think that's a testament to how similar the world's become, for good and bad. There's obviously a lot of positives and negatives that come with that, but I will say that overall it was a lot more similar than I expected. And the second thing I learned is that speaking English is an absolute privilege. Having grown up with English as my native language is something that I will probably never truly appreciate, but at least being down there, just being able to interact with almost everyone that I knew. Obviously I speak Spanish, so you know, that helps, but knowing English is something that you really have to appreciate, because it's a difficult language to learn, and to have grown up speaking it, I mean the whole world speaks English, and to be able to communicate with everybody with not too much effort is a huge privilege. I guess I already knew this, but the third thing I confirmed was that nature is beautiful, man. Some of these hikes, some of the footage, some of the photos don't even really do justice to how spectacular it was. It was really nice to be able to spend a significant portion of my time down there doing hikes, spending time outside, and so for that, super grateful, and that was definitely one of the highlights of my whole experience by far. The fourth thing I learned is that there's so many types of penguins you guys would not even believe. It's crazy. Less than 24 hours before we were about to board our ship to go to Antarctica, I had to leave. So kind of bittersweet, but I was at least able to go to some of the museums, see photos. So close yet so far, but there are a lot of types of penguins. So comment down below your favorite type of penguin. Go look it up. Take a look at the list. Comment down below your favorite type of penguin, because they're pretty freaking cool. The fifth thing I learned is that there is some good food in Argentina. Empanadas, alfajores, all of this stuff. It's great, and I highly recommend all of it. Honestly, they probably eat more sugar than they do here. I would argue. I'm sure statistically they don't, but I think honestly, at least compared to what I eat here, I definitely ate more sugar when I was down there. So do with that what you will. The sixth thing that I learned is that Ushuaia and the entire Tierra del Fuego, southern Patagonia region is not as well studied as people might think. There's been a lot done recently. We're definitely vastly improving, very quickly improving our knowledge, but Ushuaia was founded as a city in the late 1800s, and it really only grew in like the 1940s and 50s. It's pretty remarkable how much more there really is down there to discover, so it's kind of cool to be in a spot where from a scientific perspective there's a lot more to be learned. The seventh thing that I learned is that you should not mess with orcas. Orcas are crazy. We got the incredible privilege to experience a group of orcas attacking some whales literally like feet from where we were standing. It was an incredible sight to see, but orcas, very scary. Do not go near them. The eighth thing that I learned is sometimes it's cool to look at the really small things. We had the opportunity when going through a forest to take a look at some of the very small microscopic plant life. And it's cool to see that a lot of times we get focused up in these big features, the mountains, the orcas, the things that you can see very easily, but it's cool to also look at the details and the little things that make each landscape and each environment unique. So that was really cool. Had a lot of fun with that. Felt like a kid. Some of them look like Shrek, little Shrek ears. So that was kind of funny. The ninth thing that I learned is that Ushuaia is full of dogs. If you love dogs, there are many dogs. I've never seen more dogs. So Ushuaia has a lot of dogs. Finally, the 10th thing that I learned is that just when you think you're in the southernmost spot in the world, there's always something a little bit more south. Now obviously this isn't including Antarctica because that's a whole separate thing, but we actually got the opportunity to travel to Chile and travel all the way to Puerto Toro, which is the officially southernmost settlement in the world. It has an average population of about 18 to 25 people, and just walking around that island, being in that place so far removed from the rest of the world, but at the same time not feeling as disconnected as you might think, was pretty wild. Truly an incredible experience. I think the biggest way this trip has impacted me is not like immediately as a person. I don't actually feel like in that month I changed a whole lot as a person. My Spanish improved. That was great. But I think that for me, having been there and having that in the back of your mind whenever you approach just about anything, to have said, you know, wow, I've been down there. You know, like when you look at a world map, it just kind of changes your perspective in a way that's a little bit hard to describe. I do have to say, for everyone considering traveling to Patagonia, don't miss out on Ushuaia. It is an incredible city. There's also many places in Chile. Puerto Williams is a cool place to check out, but it is truly a remarkable place, and it's something that I wish all of you get a chance to visit at some point in your lives. And with that said, that unfortunately is all I got. Like I said, I had to come back, and now we're in the midst of crazy times in the world. But I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all are staying safe, staying inside like we're supposed to. And on that note, I think that's where I'm gonna wrap up this video. I hope you all enjoyed. I just want to say quickly, even though I don't tend to include other people in my videos as much as some other people do, just kind of a personal decision, I do want to give a huge thank you to everyone on my program. A massive thank you to my host family, to everyone that made this trip so amazing. And so I just want to say that. And on that note, thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Take care. It's beautiful here. Wow.